Now, with the same-sex marriage referendum taking place next month, over the coming weeks we will be hearing from both sides of the campaign.
Yesterday morning we spoke to Keith Mills, who is campaigning for a no vote. This morning we are joined by David Mooney, a gay primary school teacher who is urging people to vote yes this May. David, you're very welcome this morning. David, we did have Keith Mills yesterday, a gay man campaigning for a no vote, and he stated that in his belief that a gay union is very different, the dynamic within it is very different to that within a heterosexual union, and there shouldn't be a one-size-fits-all answer, that we can have different respect for different people, that we don't need to offer marriage to all. Your response to that?
Well, the thing is, there are definite differences between a gay relationship and a straight relationship. Obviously, a gay relationship cannot procreate in and of itself. We need external help for that. We're not denying that fact. But elevating the status of a gay relationship to the same status as a straight relationship doesn't diminish or reduce what is special about a straight relationship. It doesn't say that they are identical, that they are the exact same. It just says that we deserve to be treated equally. In the same way as elevating the status of black to that of white or women to that of men. It doesn't say that black and white are the same. It doesn't say that men and women are the same. It just says that we deserve to be treated equally. Black, white, men, women, gay or straight.
So can you see why they would say, well, actually it does make them the same?
Says that...
Why, by offering marriage equality, that you are putting the two unions on a direct level?
Absolutely. Well, they deserve to be on a direct level. They deserve to be treated equally. Because, if you believe that one of the most fundamental human rights is the right to be yourself, then surely one of the most fundamental functions of society is to create frameworks and structures that are going to support people in being themselves. And that's all I'm here asking people to do, is to support and protect me in being myself. I am gay, I am a Catholic, I am a teacher in a Catholic school, and I would like to be a husband, and that's what this marriage referendum is about, to allow me to be a husband. I didn't choose to be gay, and when I realised that I was gay, I was devastated. And I was devastated because I expected to be straight. I expected to grow up and fall in love and get married and have kids, to have the same hopes and aspirations as everybody else, as my straight friends and my straight family. But then the gradual dawning of realisation came that I wasn't attracted to women, that I'm actually attracted to men. And with that came a grief, I suppose, because I suddenly felt more vulnerable. I suddenly felt that I was more likely to be bullied, I was more likely to be laughed at. But as well as that, and significantly, that I was less supported and less protected, because I didn't have the same opportunity to hope. I didn't have the same opportunity to have the dreams that I thought I was going to have, that society told me that I was going to have. I thought that I would be able to get married when I was growing up. I thought that I'd be able to have kids. And then realising that I was gay, that was no longer available to me. But thanks be to God, right now we're in a position where it's close. We're nearly there. Some countries in the world have already afforded marriage equality to people. And we're in a position now where we're asking the public and the population of Ireland, the voting population, to vote yes and say we can extend marriage rights to gay couples.
Okay, well said, and a lot of people will say, you have civil partnership.
Mm-hmm.
If I went to a registry office and I got married, that's a form of civil partnership. Why are they not the same? Why is this not enough?
Yeah, well, civil partnership isn't actually the exact same as marriage, because it doesn't provide the constitutional equality that marriage provides. Civil partnership, when you go in to be civilly partnered, you just have to sign a document as such. You don't have to take vows, where you have to take vows when you are getting married. And in that in itself, it says that there is more of a commitment in getting married than there is in getting civilly partnered. There are many legal differences between a civil partnership and a marriage. And one of the significant differences is just the name itself. The name marriage is recognised as, globally, as a culturally and socially kind of powerful institution. And it's one that we do think is a cornerstone in our societies, and one that we would like to be part of.
There is a solemnity invested in marriage.
In the name marriage, exactly, yes.
Does that not come from the religious approval?
Well, as a person of faith myself, I think it's the Christian thing to do is to vote yes and to say yes. I believe that God made me gay. He intended for me to be gay. As I say, I didn't choose to be gay. I tried not to be. But God intended for me to be gay, and I think it respects him to be myself, and he created me to be myself.
And you make a very good argument for it, but the church will never grant you the solemnisation of a gay union. They won't do that.
The church has had to look at their teachings, traditionally speaking, and let's not forget that they have had to actually rethink some of their thinkings. They are around women, around apartheid, around slavery, around shellfish even.
The position when it comes to gay relationships and gay marriage has not changed though.
No, it hasn't changed. Pope Francis has been a little bit more encouraging, and he says, who am I to judge? You know, so...
Except he's judging.
Yeah, I do think that the church is always going to be a little bit slower. But as I say, I think the Christian thing to do is to vote yes. You know, God's dream for me is not a dream of limitations. He wants me to be as fully me as I can.
David, what about people who might say, look, you are gay, which means you don't get the right to have children? People who might argue the other side of the coin and say, you know, if you want to choose to be a gay man, that's fine, but you don't get to be in a relationship where you can procreate naturally. That's just something you're going to have to do without. And I know Keith mentioned yesterday countries like Portugal where they said, okay, you can have same-sex marriage, but they've excluded adoption from that process.
Well, like, I mean, you know, as a teacher, I can see that there are an awful lot of different family units already in society, and already in my classroom we've, you know, kids from single parent families or grandparent-headed families, and we have kids in our school also from same-sex-headed families. And the one thing that I can say as a teacher, and that the research suggests as well, is that the things that are ideal in the upbringing of kids are stability, love and security. It is not whether you have two men, two women, a male, female, single parent. It's stability, love and security, and that's what I want to provide for a child. I would like to be a dad, and I think that I'd make a good dad. And I'd like to provide the love and security and stability that kids deserve.
There's a remarkable anomaly in Irish law, which is, of course, that as a single gay man you could adopt.
Absolutely, yeah. And thanks to the Children and Family Relationships Bill, you know, if I do adopt with a partner now, we both have legal guardianship over those children. This referendum is not about me being a parent. So anybody who thinks that they are voting no because they are uncomfortable with the idea of me and another guy being a parent or two women being parents, I'm sorry, but the no vote is wasted in that, because it's not going to change that fact. And I understand as well that some people are uncomfortable with change, but not to change should be more uncomfortable. We look at the history of our society and how that there have been so many positive changes that have been made in our society for the individual good, for the common good of individuals within our society. You look at women's rights, you look at the civil rights fight in the United States of America, you look at children's rights when they were...
David, in the interest of parity and fairness, I have to
Yes.
stop you there, because we need to give equal time, as equal as we possibly can, so we'll probably bring you back again. Thank you for your thoughts this morning, much appreciated, and well,